Hindsight's 2020. That's why we've been partnering on looking at the past and the historical perspectives leading up to 2020, the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage. I'm Julie Kratz. I'm joined by Sally Perkins. Sally is traveling around the country delivering awesome storytelling experiences about the history of women's suffrage. I'm inside organizations talking about the future of gender equality. That's why we're partnering together on this series. Now, our final topic that we've chosen for you today has to do with distractions. Tell us more, Sally.
Well, when we look at the 72-year battle for women's right to vote, along the way, there were a lot of distractions that came from outside political historical events. So, for example, the women were fighting for the right to vote, among other rights, and then all of a sudden, bang, 1861, we're in the Civil War. And they said, what do? Do we set our agenda aside and fight the battle for abolition and for the salvation of the Union, or do we continue to fight for suffrage? And indeed, they set their agenda aside for the most part during that time. But then the Civil War ends, then the fight continues for suffrage over the years, and then suddenly, bang, here's World War I. Again, another complete distraction, especially to all the politicians whom they were advocating for the right to vote. So, and then there were always battles about what do we do with the distractions? Do we set our agenda aside, or do we continue to fight our fight and keep our focus on these issues of gender and in this case, the issue of the right to vote? Dilemma.
Well, it sounds familiar. I see this inside organizations today. Budget cuts, business setbacks, other competing priorities. It's not always gender equality, diversity and inclusion, overall equality, in fact, that takes precedence. So I actually think that it's really quite telling. If your organization is truly committed to equality, this is a non-negotiable. We don't trim that budget, even when other budgets get cut. We don't forego programming and education, even if business is going another direction than we want it to. We deeply commit to it in our mission statement, in our vision, why we exist, and it's a part of everything we do. And I'm finding organizations are really at a crossroads right now, where when that starts to happen and decisions or temptations to go the other way and to do the easy thing, not the hard thing. So I recommend to you, know your why for diversity and inclusion. Know why having equality inside our organization is in fact proven to give us better business results over time. There is a strong business case for it, but there's also a strong human case that you need to make and know inside your organization. Thanks so much for being with us. This has been awesome to work together with my ally, Sally. I believe 2020 is the year of the ally. That's why I'm creating a 52-week Lead Like an Ally program. I'd love for you to learn more at nextpivotpoint.com. And Sally, we can follow her around the country with all your performances.
Yes, you can look for performance opportunities. Connect with me if you're interested in a performance of digging in their heels. You can find me at sallyperkins.net. Thanks for joining us.